Once lifeguards reassure Naira's wife that her groaning husband will be okay, she finally relaxes.
Just put a kiss on my cheek. He was very appreciative.
Deadly to small fish and excruciatingly painful to humans, blue bottles have rightly earned the label floating terror.
Everyone handled in different way, and they're very painful for everyone. So put a sign up. Fingers crossed, nothing bad happened.
9-year-old Ku Yong has been brought to the tower by Luke. There's no tried and true treatment other than waiting for the venom to simply wear off.
10 minutes, 5 minutes, 5-10 more minutes, it'll go away.
Thank you very much.
Some stings are worse than others, just as some beachgoers have different pain thresholds.
Being stung by a blue bottle hurts like hell.
It's like a throbbing, stinging.
I don't know what their purpose is in the marine life. I think everyone hates them.
Over the years, I've dealt with thousands of beachgoers who've been stung by blue bottles. But as a professional lifeguard, I know that the pain is only temporary. We check if they're going to have an allergic reaction. If they don't, we can pretty much send them upon their way.
Various remedies are used.
Just give it a bit of a rub in.
But Harrison thinks the best treatment for blue bottles is a stiff upper lip.
At the beginning, I was all care, looked after them, had all the time in the world. As time has gone on, not so much. You're going to be okay. Yeah, if you sit here and do all that, it's no good. No, you don't need a rest here. You're going to be fine. So you're not going to die, okay? I know they're going to be okay. It's just a process they're going to go through. They're going to deal with the pain. They've got to ride it out for 40 minutes, and then they're going to be fine. Walk normal, walk normal.
Yes.
It's not that bad. Practice, don't. Doing a Hollywood.
He may not think blue bottles are a big deal, but how long has it been since he's been stung?
You know when you feel that tentacle wrap around your arm, you know you're gone. And I just knew once I get back in, I'm going to be in an hour of pain.
You got stung, eh? Do you reckon? Yeah, he's holding his arm.
Blue bottles travel together in large swarms. So where there's one, there are usually hundreds.
Do you reckon he just paddled through a swarm of them?
Louise,
I just knew straight away, I'm gone. I'm gone. I look down and there are blueies wrapped all over me. I'm surrounded by blue bottles right now. I'm in the biggest cluster.
When beachgoers are stung, lifeguards are full of compassion.
Oh, it's on my leg.
When it's one of their own, it's another story. Harrison may be a half a kilometre out to sea, but signalling for help isn't an option.
I know the boys are watching me. I can't put up my hand and ask for the jet ski to come out. Seriously, if I did that, I reckon they'll take the job away from me. After thousands of people I've just told, oh, it'll be all right, you've just been stung, it'll be fine in half an hour. They've come back to get me. Mate, I got hammered. Did you know there's the biggest cluster out there?
Nah, where was it?
Mate, just past the shark, mate. I've got about 10 blueies on me. Oh, mate, under there.
Harrison may be treating people stung by blue bottles a little differently from now on.
Karma came back to sting me. Oh. I'm sorry to anyone out there who I kind of ushered away in pain, but yeah, I fully learned my lesson that day. And from now on, if someone's been stung, come to me and I'll have all the time in the world for you. Oh, far out.
A man has collapsed after swimming the bay.
He's come out of the water. He's got like one of those triathlete wetsuits.
The Bondi local may have suffered multiple blue bottle stings, but his reaction is unusually severe. Oxygen will help his breathing.
What's your name, dude? Ruben. Hot water's the best thing for it if we can get you over the road.
Hot water can help neutralise toxins remaining on his skin. But toxins already in the body can cause excruciating pain in the glands. Yet it's Ruben's back that hurts most.
My back is breaking.
Lifeguards need to ascertain whether Ruben is suffering something else. Dino decides to administer the green whistle, a powerful analgesic. It has little effect. Paramedics are briefed on Ruben's baffling reaction.
No, big breath in. Into your mouth. That's it. Keep going like that. I want 20 big breaths.
Finally, the pain relief takes effect.
You're looking much better, Ruben. Feeling better? Quite often the case with blue bottles is you know, people think they're going to die and they get themselves in such a state of shock that people can die from shock. So he was that bad that we had to treat him that way.
But as Ruben heads off to hospital for assessment, the culprits march closer to shore.
No! No!
You saw? Gonna be okay. Half an hour, you're not gonna know any.
10-year-old Jasmine has multiple stings.
What I want you to do, I want you to go over here and wash the area, and then come back in and I'll spray it and give you some ice. And then knock on the door, I'll be right with you. Oh, mate, I've seen some blue bottle reactions in my life, and that's number one. That was unbelievable.
Jasmine's reaction is extreme. Lifeguards are about to find out why.
Yeah, I feel bad because the poor girl came over here. We thought she was just overreacting to a bluey sting. It was a horrible sting, but it turns out she's autistic. She isn't overreacting. She just doesn't know why that she's got so much pain.
Jellyfish is gone now.
A topical spray will help further ease Jasmine's pain.
Sweetheart, sit here. Come on, sit down here.
I haven't got one in me anymore.
Yeah, it's gone.
It just stings for a little bit. You're going to be fine. That was very intense, very, very intense. At first, we just thought it was someone overreacting to a blue bottle, which happens a lot. You get it with grown men, little kids, whatever. Everyone reacts differently. A lot of people don't have much ticker. It shakes you up though, shakes you up when you see someone in your face that distraught. Pretty heavy.
Blue bottles and rips are double trouble for lifeguards. The outward flowing water of a rip draws in swarms of surrounding blue bottles. So not only are swimmers dragged out to sea, they're also stung in the process.
Old mate was proper panicking. I get to him and there's a little wave coming and I just saw this blue bottle right there and I was like, oh. As the wave came over us, it lifted the blue bottle and it landed on his face. So I'm just ripping it off, but it got stuck like that real sticky blue bottle.
Luke has no choice but to be stung himself as he pulls the web of tentacles off the man's face.
And I'm trying to get it off him because I know what it's like to be stung and you just want to get it straight off. And he was just losing it. He couldn't lay on the board. He's wearing tracksuit pants. He's just it's a disaster.
The pain of the initial sting is bad, but it's later that the real agony sets in.
You'll be fine. Intense pain for half an hour. His lip was welted up. He had like a whip mark all the way around his torso, and he was in serious pain.
Is it possible to find my wife?
Your wife's coming up now, mate. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic, okay? Yeah. He'd been stung. So just relax. It's okay. He's going to be fine.
I don't want to be...
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Must we rush him to hospital?
No. He's fine. It's okay. Look.
I was so worried. I couldn't find him. He's a good swimmer also.
Yeah, I know. But look, it's okay now. Panicking, you're going to make your husband more uneasy. So you need to stay calm, okay? He's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Just please stay calm.
Yeah.
She calmed down a bit, but she still was pretty concerned for her husband, which is only natural. He was in a lot of pain.
Once lifeguards reassure Naira's wife that her groaning husband will be okay, she finally relaxes.
Thanks so much, Lou.
No worries. As we're getting a photo, he just kind of drags me in and just put a kiss on my cheek. He was very appreciative.
Some people experience swelling and pain in very intimate parts of the body.
You know, being a guy, when we get stung and it goes to the glands, certain things can swell and can be very, very painful.
Come in, sit down, I'll grab you some ice. Just sit down here, mate, for a minute. That's normal though, in there.
Pain in there, is it? Yeah. First time. First time? Yep.
Matthew is from country New South Wales. It's his first time at Bondi and his first encounter with blue bottles.
No, me and my cousin went up about knee deep. Yeah, just come up, stung on the ankle and then start radiating up against my leg and then started groin there and then...
Yeah, I've been stung heaps. Kills you.
Painful ain't the word. I'm yeah, that is something else. Feel like I've just been kicked in the bag, you know. And
Lifeguards provide Matthew with a bag of ice to reduce swelling. Self-administered.
Men, they cop it a little bit worse sometimes.
They give me a bag of ice so I can chuck my bags. Don't make me laugh. That's even more.
Hey!
H patrols the shore to try and prevent more casualties.
I told you not to go in the water, mate.
But it's too late for this boy.
He's been stung. I said do not. Do you understand English? Do you understand English? Listen. Relax. Okay? Come on.
Then a bigger problem presents itself. A whole busload of tourists has headed down to the water's edge. Tamika is about to experience Bondi in full flight. The blue bottle's toxin has already reached the boy's glands. In rare instances, patients can go into anaphylactic shock.
Someone's had a drop off out here. Oh, mate. It's all right, mate. Cut.
Totally unfamiliar with the dangers of the ocean, they are gripped by pain and fear.
Hey, listen. That's good. Don't worry, huh? Up. Slowly. That's it. That's good. Very good, mate. Just calm, right? But
some aren't convinced that blue bottles are to blame. Unfortunately, the beauties of Sydney are the last thing on this boy's mind. Meanwhile, H's soothing ways are working a treat.
Good, mate?
Sweet.
谢谢.
What's that, mate? He says thank you, you say you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. CC.
9-year-old Zach has suffered a blue bottle sting over his entire leg.
Relax a little bit. Okay. Just chill out. This is a magic spray. That's all right.
It didn't really calm down at all.
Zach arrived from the UK just 4 hours ago.
Got attacked by probably one of the worst things that can happen to you at the beach. So, you know, I think for the poor thing, it was just this horribly overwhelming scenario.
Enough.
That poor father was watching his son scream for help and he couldn't do anything, and we really felt for him.
Applying hot water is impractical in the tower.
fix it. Here we go. Good stuff. It's going to fix it.
It doesn't hurt as that.
Where's it?
It was a really difficult moment to not be able to take a child out of its pain and settle it down. That was just becoming extremely hard to watch.
Team leader Harry's decides to take Zach to the showers and neutralise the pain with hot water.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, it's all right.
I'm a bit rattled.
So we get him across the road to some hot water, which we think, is a good chance of doing some good. And now we hit another speed bump.
Zach refuses treatment.
And can you blame him? He's just come out of the water and had a really bad experience. He's not so fond of going near water again.
It's going to make you feel better, I promise you. Put some water on it, yeah? That's it. It's going to be okay. Just want to put a bit of warm water. Good boy. Okay. It's all right. You want to come out?
No, keep doing it.
Okay, good boy. Oh, it's okay.
Then things get even more complicated.
All of a sudden I turn around and Dad's feeling faint.
It's a good idea to get the ambos, have a look at him. Dad's not feeling very well now.
Can this situation get any worse?
Sam, we're just worried about Dad now. His glands have come up in his groin, which is not a nice feeling either. So,
I think Dad's doing pretty well to hold up and be pretty stoic despite the odds.
I've got a son around the same age as Zach, so I can imagine exactly how the father feels.
I thought he's going to go into a seizure.
Mate, what do you think about using a methoxy whistle?
100% singos. Yeah.
The green whistle is an analgesic gas that provides powerful pain relief. Harry's also decides it's time for backup.
Ambulance, thank you. He might be in that 1 percentile where he's actually allergic to blue bottles.
Zach's father is back on his feet as lifeguards administer the green whistle.
So what you got to do is you've got to put it in your mouth like this, all right, and just breathe it in, and it's going to take the pain away for you.
Breathe. Good boy.
Good boy, okay? Nice deep breath. Good boy. I know.
Oh, I know.
Look how brave you've been.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Good man.
That's progress. See, we're getting a lot better, aren't we? Yeah. How good silence. Huh? The sweet sound of silence. 10 minutes ago, wasn't the case?
Yeah. Totally afraid you've been stung by a jellyfish. By a big jellyfish.
Never seen a kid like that before. He's like almost possessed, and now he's in the shower cruising.
Paramedics arrive to find a much calmer patient.
What do you reckon? Normal panda? Yeah, I'm 37.9. Good man.
Zach is given a clean bill of health.
Hey Zach, that was your first trip to Australia, mate.
Yeah, love this place.
What do you think of Bondi?
Thumbs down.
Hey, what do you think of these guys?
Oh, yeah!
I'm just taking some kids out on a Bondi Rescue experience. We offer it to charities where they can auction it off to help raise money for particular charities. We left the bay of Bondi and we started heading over towards Bronte. The further you go away from land and you've got 3 kids with you, you're always worried about what lurks beneath. Oh, no way! Shark! As we were driving along the back of Bronte, I saw a fin pop up about 3 metres from me. Is it a shark? Yes. I was like, maybe it's a dolphin, and then I saw its tail fin, and I was like, that's definitely a shark. Hey, jet ski to Central and Bronte Lifeguards. I've got about a 6 to 8 foot shark out the back here.
Description? Hammerhead?
Dark? Quite dark. I don't think it was a hammerhead. I only just sort of saw the fin and its back fin as well.
There was a seal out Bronte this morning. Wasn't a seal, was it? Salty?
Nah, that's definitely a shark. That's definitely 100%. Just so you know, buddy, I just saw a shark out there.
Where about?
Oh, he's probably another 500 metres out. Don't raise the alarm. I told the boys. I'll just let you know. It was only about 8 foot, but it was... Should we go see if we can see the shark again?
It was and it was really, it came pretty close to us.
We only really saw the fin, but it came pretty close. It was a bit scary.
That was my first time seeing a shark.
I guess throughout the day we'll probably be keeping our eyes peeled, but there was also a seal, so, you know, just every time we see a black thing moving in the water, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a shark. But about 3 or 4 hours later that afternoon, Danny McKell was dealing with a father in the tower. He just sighted a shark and his son was still in the water.
Just watching my son. Just watching my son. Actually saw it turn and go that way. I saw it in my boy out.
Yeah.
He's only 11, so it's like...
Yeah. We saw a shark. I saw one at the tip of a wave as it was about to break.
I just had 3 come up saying they definitely saw a shark.
Yeah, we're sounding the alarm now.
Just attention, all the people in the water. There's been a confirmed shark sighting. The shark alarm is off. We do advise you to get out of the water, please.
It's browny grey.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just on its own, so...
Okay.
At the time, I wasn't convinced that it was a shark. We have had a seal hanging around.
Oh, okay.
It may not have been a seal, but it may have been a shark. We don't know, so we've got to kind of do this. It sounds pretty...
It did look a bit like a seal, I guess.
Yeah. The most common question we get asked is there any sharks out there? That's the number one thing we get asked. But if you think about it logically, chances of getting killed by a shark are less than being killed by ants, I've heard recently.
There's still a couple of surfers in the water, but you always expect that. Yeah, not everyone's always going to get out.
There's a lot of birds out there. Maybe we need to get Bobby Orwin down here, the shark expert. Maybe he can put this thing to rest.
Yeah, jet ski, mate. I'm just going to head out in the boot where all those birds are and see if I can see anything. There's fish everywhere out here, Danny. Wouldn't surprise me.
A lot of people do see seals, and I know 100% what I saw out of Bronte, and it was definitely a shark.
Seals look a lot like sharks under the water, and we do have seals around here.
Chapo wants to say seal. That's fine by me. I like to wait till I see things with my own eyes before I make my own decision.
No, I believed you earlier.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that you don't.
General consensus amongst the lifeguards at the moment is that it was a seal.
What time is it, Daddy?
The outcome was that the dad was reunited with his kid and nothing terrible happened.
Pretty scary. I was just watching a National Geographic episode of Sydney Harbour and the bull shark, so...
Just went under, man. It was just brown.
It was a Roy Schneider out of Jaws scene. I just basically ran down, shark!
Just a little tap of the shark alarm, and then that's a signal for everybody to go back in the water.
It is the ocean. There are seals and sharks out there, so I don't know. You be the judge.
Maxie and trainee Anthony Glick are following a school of salmon 250 metres offshore.
There's been a few shark sightings in the area recently, so they're just launched a jet ski as a precautionary measure, just to have a quick patrol, see if they can see anything fishy, and report back soon.
It actually looks very sharky out there right now. Overcast day, murky water.
Load of fish, mate.
I remember saying, mate, let's wrap it up. We've been out for about an hour. As I look out to sea, I saw a couple of birds lift, and I just saw this fin just cruising through the water.
Oh my God! Oh, Maxie, no!
Yeah, he's a little scared. You know, Click was telling me to slow down, stop doing quick movements.
100% shark. Maxie must confirm if the fin is a shark or just a dolphin.
That's 100%.
100% a shark. Maxie said he definitely seen it, and look, there's nothing else we can do but hit the button. Here we go, shark alarm.
Gonna have to close the beach, confirm shark sighting from the boys out there on the jet ski.
The alarm went off and we had to just get the first wave in. It's pretty scary.
Look at that spear fisherman out there. He's shark bait. Yeah, Maxie, it's most probably in line with second ramp, about 200 out.
There's a shark, buddy. Yeah, I would get in if I were you, buddy.
You know, as soon as the beach was clear, I went back out to where we last saw it and tried to see it, but there was no success.
Lifeguards want to reopen the beach to swimmers, but can't be sure there isn't still a shark in the bay. They call for assistance.
We only usually call Lifesaver 1 if something really big happens, where, you know, we need the bird's eye view. They were very, very low, and I was like, they're onto something here.
We have sighted our shark. It's probably no bigger than a metre.
I don't know if Maxie's seen a different shark, but yeah, Lifesaver 1 said that they seen a 1 metre shark.
You know, it's definitely the shark that we saw was bigger than 1 metre.
There's not much more we can do for you guys today. We'll be heading back to the Bondi Beach. Thanks for your call.
Copy in Lifesaver 1. Bondi Lifeguards out.
Lifesaver 1 heads back to base. But Bondi's lifeguards patrol for another hour to make sure no sharks, big or small, remain in the bay.
The beach is open, guys.
The woman's had a baby abducted, mate.
Abducted?
Abducted.
She's absolutely beside herself. It's a little baby, probably a toddler.
I notified all the boys on the beach by the radio, but they were about to find out about their own emergency. Everything's just hit the roof. It's just panic stakes everywhere.
They were calling in, Sercom was saying that they couldn't get hold of you, and that they wanted to close the whole beach because they saw a shark.
The clubbies here at Bondi Flags are saying that the southern outpost has seen a shark.
I can't believe we've got a shark.
I mean, they've got the duck and the yellow boat out there, so I'm trying to confirm it.
Like, this couldn't come at a worse time. Look how many people are on the beach. We're trying to find a baby and now we've got a shark in the mix. In the back of my mind, I know that I might have to set this shark alarm off, which is going to set this massive crowd into a frenzy, making the search even harder. Oh, hang on, Loz.
That 2 Aaron Graham.
Has she got the baby? See that?
Hang on, I might be able to save you the trip here. She's got the baby. She's got the baby back.
I'm so relieved the baby's been found.
Good Lord.
I'm really intrigued to find out what happened, but at the moment I've got to deal with this shark.
Bondi Central to Hobbo.
Go ahead.
Currently, though, the yellow boat has seen a shark at Ben Butler heading south about 20 minutes ago. And then the outpost at South Bondi, I reckon they seen it from the beach about 5 minutes ago.
The clubbies down at South Bondi have said they've seen the shark. Obviously, if we set the alarm off every time someone thought they'd seen a shark, it's going to be like the boy that cried wolf.
I just don't understand, how did the people from South Bondi see it and they haven't told you guys? Yeah, I don't get it either. What are they doing now? Looks like they're trying to clear the water, are they? Yeah, so I think in front of you, I think they've told them there's a shark because look at them getting out of the water. Maybe we should hit the alarm because these clubbies are telling everyone to come in. Yeah, might as well, otherwise we're going to have mass panic.
Generally, it's my decision whether we put the alarm on and clear the water. But the first domino had been knocked over, so we couldn't turn it back from there.
Do a search. Yeah, Taco is going to hit the switch right now. Yeah.
One flick of a button and everyone just goes crazy.
I can see the chopper.
There's only a certain amount of time that you're going to keep this massive crowd out of the water on such a hot day. So it's up to the lifeguards to make a quick call and a safe call. Bondi Central to Hot, just an update. They've got the helicopter on the way to have an aerial search.
Jez, we'll put the flags back up then, eh?
Yeah, well, they're doing another sweep, and I imagine they're going to fly off right about now. Lifesaver 1, the helicopter above us, has done a thorough search of the bay. They're reporting excellent visibility, good clarity in the water. They're confident that there's nothing out there. They've given us the all clear to reopen the beach.
Lifeguards have spotted something caught in the nets.
You're jumping off first. No, I won't. That won't be happening.
The suspected shark needs to be removed, dead or alive. Quiggers and Bacon draw the short straw.
What is it?
It's a grey nurse shark, tragically a protected species. Generally considered harmless, their teeth are still razor sharp. Gases in the shark's decomposing body make it float to the surface. As Bacon clowns around, the shark launches a surprise attack.
Bacon's just, I think, just silly. I don't think he realises he was trying to kiss it. Not smart. That karma stuff can come back and bite you.
Shark face to face with the shark, and he breathed on me, and never felt more crook. It was disgusting. It was the most disgusting, hideous smell you ever smelled in your life.
2 days later, anxious swimmers report an unwelcome visitor.
There's a shark in the rip, north of the middle set of flags.
You can't leave the thing there. People are going to freak when they see it. Like, you can't leave it there.
Keen to impress, trainee Maxi volunteers for the job.
Everyone's happy with that scenario, so he's going to go in and get the shark, and we're all going to stand and watch.
You jump down, I'll sit up and wait for you. This is a good utensil, grab it. Yeah. We'll see how we go. But I'm excited, that's all. I'm excited, something different.
Maxi eventually discovers the lurking troublemaker.
It's got to come out of the water. It's dead. It's, you know, we don't want to attract more sharks, and we don't want to scare people. So we'll get it out of the water as the first step.
Not experienced in the art of shark rescues, Maxi and Troy attempt a technique normally reserved for unconscious swimmers.
With an unconscious person, you roll the board over and flip their arm and use the board to pull their momentum to pull them back onto the board. But I don't think that'll work with a dead shark. They seem to be trying though. They got it on. He had a big rope as he was getting ready to go in the water, and he was doing some fancy knots with it. I said, mate, just go in and pull everything out.
Troy and Maxi resort to a two-man drag technique.
Mate, not every day at Bondi we pull a shark out of the water.
Now, swimmers are suddenly very brave.
Yesterday I kind of watched Jaws, so that didn't help that.
The only thing under attack right now are beachgoers' nostrils.
Yeah, Dean, take it up the beach, get the boys on the shovels, and that's it, mate, I reckon. Give it a burial.
Grave digging isn't in the lifeguard manual.
Trying to put that shark in a plastic bag and take it up to a bin would be a horrible, horrible thing to do. Say a couple of words, Maxi.
I don't know, I'm not really good with words, mate, but...
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, mate. He's had a good life, by the sounds of it. Let's just call him Frank. See you, Frank, mate. Nice knowing you.
Lifeguards receive an urgent message in the tower.
The call came from the police, so we need to act quickly.
What's the story now?
Could be a body floating around off the golf course.
A fisherman has spotted a body in the water off Bondi's treacherous cliffs. Lifeguards scramble.
Corey's going to drive. You go with Corey.
You good? Good?
Unsure whether the person is dead or still alive, every second counts. Corey and young Troy head into the unknown. The defibrillator and oxyviver are prepared for a possible resuscitation. Within minutes, Troy and Corey make a grim discovery.
Central, just letting you guys know we've retrieved the male body.
Yeah, okay, copy, Corey.
Troy pushes a young man's body up onto the mat. It could be a rock fisherman, a drowned swimmer, a suicide. Troy and Corey can do little but look after the body until police arrive.
This is the first time you've been with a patient like this?
Like this, yeah.
Yeah. How you going? You right?
Boys are taking him out to sea to wait for the police boat, just so no one can see what's going on.
As rescue services stand by, lifeguards wait for a police launch to collect the body.
Where's this boat?
Troy has now been looking after the dead man for 20 minutes.
Yeah, mate, do you have anything today of when this boat's coming? We can't even see it coming out of the heads yet.
Okay, Hoppo's just spoke to the police again. Up to 30 minutes, Corey.
30 minutes. All right, mate. Copy that. We shouldn't bring this into the beach, should we?
They said no.
Yeah, that's a negative. Police
They're gonna call
have
back.
asked for you not to bring them into Bondi.
As the rescue helicopter observes above, there is a disturbing development.
Just to let you know, guys, we've got a shark off the jet ski, a hammerhead about 30 metres towards the rocks, away from you.
Copy, mate. Central 2, jet ski, Corey. You have a hammerhead shark not too far away from you guys.
Large enough to cause concern.
It's large enough to cause concern, mate, so just keep your eyes open for us.
Wait, there's a hammerhead.
We're not sitting out here with a dead body hanging off the back of a boat getting circled by a shark.
Troy moves to relative safety on the jet ski.
You have to think that the shark's just swimming around there because of possibly blood in the water from the body. So, yeah, it's all happening. Can't believe it.
Despite the danger, Corey and Troy continue minding the deceased man.
Waiting for the police boat. We've got the helicopter circling. Just keeping an eye on us. There was a pretty decent sized hammerhead shark out here before, so hopefully he keeps watching to see if it comes back again. But mate, Troy's doing a good job with the patient on the back, unfortunately.
No, it's going to be another 10 minutes, but it's confirmed there'll be 10 minutes.
After holding the man's body for 20 minutes, Corey relieves Troy.
We'll do a full debrief with everyone that's involved later on, and that brings out anyone that's a bit uncomfortable with it.
News of the tragedy will soon spread to the man's family and friends.
One-on-one's hard with the parents, mate.
Yeah.
I'll come with you for sure if they want to have a chat.
Thanks, heaps.
Because I remember like when we got that guy at the start of the year off Bronny,
Yeah.
the guy kept ringing Harry's, the dad, and it was playing on his head heavily, you know.
Yeah.
It's a bit easier when we can all just sort of sit down and have a chat about it. So.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
Proud of yourself, mate. You did a real good job, mate. It's not an easy thing to do. Get someone out of the water like that up onto a mat, especially when it's your first time, mate. So, you know, try and find the positives out of it. No, I know there aren't many.
After almost an hour, water police finally arrive.
I'm just pretty
Feeling just a bit upset that we didn't have a chance to help the poor guy. You know, we don't know the story behind it, but if he did fall off and accidentally, and you know, and he was conscious there for a while, I'm sure we would have had a good chance of getting him back, but I think it was just a bit too far gone. That's all we can do.
A little bit rattled, especially for Troy. That was his first sort of time that he's dealt with a deceased patient, so a bit more concerned about Troy than myself, really.
You know, we've chosen this as a job. Everyone's aware of what can happen. You know what I mean? There's 100 different scenarios that can happen at Bondi Beach, from drownings to shark sightings to people falling off cliffs. You know, we deal with something different just about every day. So we're aware of what goes on, but that doesn't make it any easier when it actually happens.
It's not a fun thing, but it's something you've got to do.
Oh, you're on the jet ski, were you?
Yeah, myself and Troy. Yeah. I don't know, had no shoes, didn't seem like he had any ID.
Troy, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just your date of birth?
21st to the 12th, 1987.
Yep.
Pretty traumatic for especially a young bloke. I can still remember the face of the first one. It's something that sort of sticks by. I don't know why it is with the first one. I suppose because you've never seen something like that before.
Yeah, after it I was still in a bit of shock for probably a couple of hours. Didn't actually really know what to feel. I had so many things going through my head. Just, it's very, very horrific to go to a situation like that. It's something I'll definitely remember for a long time.
Troy will be offered counselling, but can also rely on the simple support of the Lifeguard team.
21, exposed to a dead body. A lot of people are still in university and all that type of thing, and still doing fun things and fun occupations, and occupations that are very guarded and removed from death and destruction. And yeah, Troy at 21, he's doing really, really well.